Cancer.
Hello Cancer, this is your astrological forecast for July 2016, and happy birthday. It's your birthday month. Now what is really beautiful is that you have the sun, you got Mercury, the new moon, and also Venus in your first house, and this allows you, your personality, to really radiate. It's the most beautiful time of the year where your energy comes out and across to people that you meet. And the new moon too here, it's on 4th of July, and what a beautiful day to have a new moon, that black sky, which is allowing that firework to really pop. But don't forget your intentions. It can be a busy day for you, hectic after work and then preparing for your July celebration. But yeah, the first house is where your intentions want to go, and the first house is you, your being, your essence, and so forth. So your intentions this month should be all about just that, what you want for yourself. It'll be a whole year before the new moon comes back into this area. So of course you're wanting to make all your hopes and dreams come true, place them, then go out and then celebrate. Now having Mercury and Venus here too is allowing you to communicate what it is you feel you need, what it is you want. Your communication should be excellent this month. Venus, matters of the heart, romance, and so forth should also be very much so on the up and up here, with no problems of expressing or sharing or enjoying. Now Venus will have some excellent aspects this month here for you, and we'll get to that when we go through the calendar. But I'm just sensing right now you are feeling great, top of the world. Venus here will be meeting up with Jupiter. We're going to talk about it. It will also be meeting up here with a couple of other placements, which could also come to bring you some money this month, and more on that. But Mars is running through Scorpio, the sign of Scorpio, which is your sister sign. So your physical energy now is going to be met with these planets in your sign, and Mars now moving direct again after a long extended period of retrograde, slowing down, right? You'll see how that's going to be picking up, and physically you'll feel the difference. You're going to be more proactive, more energetic, especially in the area where it's at, which is the 5th house, having to do with children, your creative projects, the businesses that you own. You will see here how you're going to be catching up and expressing that energy. And if you're starting anything new, well, Mars is on your side to make sure that things will be perfect. Jupiter is still here in your 3rd house for communication, and now it's pretty much coming up to its regular speed after the retrograde, but it turned here in May. So June, it was slowly moving. And if you are listening to this forecast early on in June, Jupiter is still trying to pick up, and it might be a little slow. And we know that June had a few challenges that you heard about, right? This month will be different. We have a lot of great action going on. There's only one day that we want to be a little cautious about. More on that when I get to it. But pretty much I feel that this month is really bringing you back up to speed. Now since we talked about the new moon before I start on the calendar, let's talk about the full moon, which will be this month here at 19 degrees. No, on the 19th, 27 degrees in Capricorn, which for you will be in the area of your partnership, your marriage, or anybody that you work with closely, one-on-one. So this is the area where it's going to be illuminated. And it might be a little intense because just a few hours before it is exactly full, it will be crossing Pluto. And Pluto is always very powerful in the sense of those deeper emotions. So it could be a situation with you and your partner, or who you work with, where you might just feel you need to get something off your chest, or at least, the full moon will shed some light upon that issue. But besides that, it should be good. Any other planet that you have at 27 degrees in your personal chart, know that this full moon will be illuminating those areas and initiating some reaction, chain reaction, if you wish. But on the 1st, we have Venus, which is love and romance and money and all those things that are important to you, your self-esteem. It's like this. Why? Because it's really having a beautiful beam to Jupiter. Jupiter wanting to expand, be enthusiastic and generous. This is a day where you can go out and shop and find a great deal. It's also a time where love can really feel just blissful. Okay, where there's no clouds in the sky here on July 1st. If you have a birthday on July 1st, how beautiful, because this is the signature that will stay with you throughout the whole entire year, long after both Venus and Jupiter has moved away, but it infused you on your birthday. This is great. Now on the 3rd, pay attention to whatever vision or creative thought that you might have. The Sun and Neptune are working together, and Neptune is our psychic self, our clairvoyant self. You might have an epiphany. You might have this vision of something you want to do. Even if you don't do it immediately, it can have, if you allow it to be, holding longevity for you and the goals and the distance that you want to go. So write it down in a notebook, a journal, so it's not lost, so you can bring it up at a later point. On the 6th, beautiful day for romance. Venus and Mars, they're gelling, they're doing the dance, and of course we're talking about intensity, emotional intensity. If you're in a relationship, this should be perfect. If you are single, well, don't sit at home, because this is where you are a magnet, okay? People are going to be attracted to you, Cancer. These energies here will be playing out between the 1st house and the 5th house, which is you, the 1st house, and relationships in the 5th house. So together, again, you're going to see it's like a double whammy interaction. Great, great time for love. Now, here's the day that I just wanted to alert you to be a little bit cautious, though, because Mercury, the Sun, and Venus, they're going to be playing off on Pluto and Uranus, and not in too easy of a transit. It means that people can be very short-fused. That can include you, but people around you. You might just see that they're aggressive in traffic and honking the horn, or may not be in a place to listen to anything, and they just might be a little not in a good mood, to put it that way. So it's definitely not a day to bring up anything important or of issues, but through the 8th to the 10th, great time. Then I see happiness, joy. I even see humor and laughter. You could bring up about just anything, and it will pass with a green light. But on the 7th, just lay low. If you could feel that energy coming in, just be wise to step aside, just so nobody ends up being a little snappy, saying words that they might regret, and then that Venus-Uranus might just split like that, just because it doesn't want to deal with it. And then that's what we have as what I call the perfect self-sabotage aspect, okay? Split and go. So anyway, on the 10th, 8th and 10th, we have the same 3 planets, Sun, Mercury, and Venus, which is you, your communication, and your emotions, are really playing it off well with Jupiter. So there's an expansion, there's enthusiasm, there's generosity. You are feeling in a great, great spot, and your communication is good, your physical energy is good. So I see you getting a lot done. I'm sorry if you're hearing the squeakiness on my garage door. The door's open, and it's windy outside. We got these dust devils here in Arizona. They're passing by. Anyway, so yes, you know how we feel when we complete a task. We feel good about ourselves, especially if we're doing it up ahead. We're ahead of the game. We feel accomplished. This is how I see you here throughout these days. On the 16th, we have communication with matters of the heart. This, too, is allowing you to really dig deep down into what it is you feel. Venus being in your sign, and you are an emotional type person, matters of the heart that needs to be nourished, and how you always nourish everybody else. Well, I'm feeling that there's great feedback coming for you. And if you're thinking about initiating something new, well, then I can say that this should be good. whatever you're starting, if there's a new project or whatnot, I feel that you will be able to start on flying wings. You're feeling very competent and very confident. On the 16th also, we have the Sun and Mars. That's you and your physical drive and energy. Mars in that 5th house. That could either be the business that you own, Cancer, or it could also be your children, or a creative project, whatever it is. Now, the Sun is you, and when we have this energy going on, you're so totally aligned to win, okay? It's like if there's a competition, you will win, all right? Because your focus is so direct. Then we have on the 19th, straight throughout the rest of the month, actually, it's just beautiful. No big issues to be aware of. We have Mercury, though, wanting to secure something here through Saturn. Saturn always looks out for you, that you can get the proper right grounding, the structure that you need, communication here with Saturn on this day. It's like if you have any negotiations or contracts or agreements, I feel that you're going to be able to come across with the wisdom that you hold, with the attitude and the knowledge that you hold, which will be accepted fully. On the 20th, Venus is coming into Saturn, same way like Mercury just did, and I feel the agreement can be set in stone. If this is money matters, nothing is better. And I do feel that this will somehow trigger your income sector, because it's between your 2nd and your 6th house, so it's money, income, and how you work. So maybe there could be something here. But then again, it could also be you signing up for something there of the 6th house, like a workout schedule, maybe going, joining a gym or something, which could have longevity as far as all the values and the importance of your health. So it could be that too, because Saturn is in your 6th house and you're paying closely attention to your health these days. So maybe it could be it, Cancer. Then we're ending the month here with Mercury and Uranus, and I love when we have great Uranus or Uranian aspects, because it's that wow factor that we don't know. You know, it's coming out of the blue, but with good news. It could be an email, a text, a phone call, or it could be a face-to-face too. But however, though, for you, this would be in the area of your income and career. So this could be news of a raise, it could be a new job, it could be a promotion, or it could be a project that you might be assigned to. Whatever it is for you individually. Of course, this is a general reading for all of you, so without your personal chart, I can't really say, but it's something that can behoove you, and I feel there's a nice big smile on your face when you hear about this, so all that is really, really good. So in the overall, if you want to listen to your moon or rising sign, just click the I button here. I will be attaching the other videos here also on a playlist, so it's easy accessible if you want to go listen to your moon or rising sign, or also the tarot readings will be there as well, so you can see and get more additional information for what you can expect here in July. So listen, have a great one. For those of you out on vacation here this month, have a beautiful vacation, and I'll see you in August. Bye now.